Hey everybody, welcome back. Make sure my mic is working. We're gonna start my favorite game of all time. Star Control 2. Well, the Ur-Quan Masters version. Apparently there's an HD version that's being made, but it's still in beta, so we'll hold off on that. But I've played and beaten this game maybe 3 or 4 times since it was first introduced to me in the 90s by my old friend Joe. Yeah, never heard of this game, but he told me I absolutely must play it, and ever since then, it is easily my top game. Yeah, no game ever comes close. Anyway, let's go and play it. Not even Maniac Mansion or Monkey Island. There's just such a huge leap between this game and just all other games. Yeah, 1992. Don't we get an intro here? Yeah, we do. There were many great battles. Earth and her partners in the Alliance of Free Stars against the evil Ur-Quan and its hierarchy of battle thralls. And the Ur-Quan were winning. Meanwhile, on the edge of the known frontier, an amazing discovery was made. Far beneath the surface of an unexplored alien world, a huge underground city, filled with the technological wonders of an advanced alien race, the Precursors, who vanished 1,000 centuries ago. But then the main Ur-Quan fleet broke through the Alliance's defensive line, isolating the planet, stranding the scientists 100 light years away from Earth. They waited hopefully for a rescue vessel, which never came. "20 years have passed. We, the survivors of the research mission, have colonized this world. We continued our investigation of the underground city, and we have discovered its purpose. It is a factory. A factory for building starships." I heard they started to dev this game around the same time they started with Star Citizen. Yeah. But there aren't enough materials to make a complete vessel. I feel like Star Citizen will be in beta for decades. We can finish only the skeleton of one ship. But that must be enough. Because you must captain the vessel and return to Earth. Yeah, Polish, this game is fantastic. You absolutely should play it. To travel the great distance, you must push through into hyperspace. You could even use a guide, and I think you would still have a lot of fun. Find out what has happened over these many years. Tell Earth of our plight. Go with the music. I thought the music was different. I thought I had set up for PC music, and if the War with the Ur-Quan still rages, I prefer the original music. Fight for Earth and the Alliance as well as you can. I'm not a fan, but no, I'm gonna switch it. I thought I'd switched it yesterday when I was setting everything up. I do not prefer the new music. No. Do I have to go back? I might have to go back. Exit menu. I can quit game. Yeah. Yeah, I had it set for the old music. I don't know why I did that. Additional audio, speech enabled. Yeah, I am not a fan of the 3DO version. Not that I'm not a fan, I've just never actually sat down and listened to it. There we go. Alright, let's do that again. We won't go through the intro. Yeah, they have 3DO remixes, and there's like an original fan remix by people that call themselves the Precursors. How are you doing, Doc? There we go. This is music I remember. Alright, let's go ahead and save. This has like... I don't know when I last finished this game, but you can see like all the saves I have. Oh, I actually have saved 49 times? Jesus. Alright, well, we're gonna save over the first one. 16. There are places where it's fine, but the OG music for the intro is good. Work has been nuts, but I had to be here for the start. And for the Glorious Empire J. Is that what we're calling ourselves? I could change my ship name too. Where is it at? Game? No. No. Oop. I don't... like... That's weird. Yeah, it's double clicking for me. And I've had Starship. Devices roster. No. There was a way to change your flagship. Where was it? Oh, we'll deal with it later. Yeah, the 3D remixes are just, I don't know. The original music's so iconic, I don't want to change. I haven't even heard the remixes by the Precursors.
Attention, interloper. Heed this recorded message. This drone vessel speaks with the voice and authority of Ur-Quan. You are trespassing within Ur-Quan space. This world, Earth, may not be approached for any reason, nor will hostilities against our orbital platform be tolerated. In addition, your ship
Still doesn't sound quite right. Let me double check.
Hierarchy identification transmissions.
Yeah, it's too Red Book audio.
Independent. This is not permissible. Only subservience shall be tolerated. This drone now leaves to inform the Ur-Quan of your transgressions. You are commanded to remain here and await the arrival of the Ur-Quan. Disobedience will be punished.
The navigation music is the same, so I would assume it's... yeah, that's the normal music. I don't know what side... oh, there we go. Flagship. What should we name? What should we name our flagship? Yeah, maybe right. Yeah. Yeah, it's disabled. All the remixes are disabled. I've done Ramrod, I've done Vindicator. This shouldn't be that hard of a decision. Blue Origin. Smegma. In space again. Hey, Veranor, how are you? Let's go with Blue Origin. Can we fit Blue Origin in there? No spaces, we probably can. Origin. No, we can't. What about Blue Origin? There we go. Let's do that. How are you, Veranor? I mean, you know, I gotta use my own name. I don't think I can fit my entire name on here. Oh, I can. Look at that. Ooh, this controller's a little sensitive with the A button. When I hit A, it double clicks sometimes. There we go. A bit tired? Yeah? Yeah. We have a 3-day weekend coming up, but I do have to work tomorrow, unfortunately. I usually telework on Fridays, but we have stuff going on, so I had to telework today.
Attention, unidentified space vessel. I am Starbase Commander Hayes of the slave planet Earth. Our hyperwave broadcast is extremely weak. Situation critical. Energy cores exhausted. Scanners and deep radar are non-functional. We cannot identify your vessel. Are you the scheduled hierarchy resupply ship? Repeat, Are you the resupply vessel?
Is this more of a simulation? It is a massive space adventure with arcade-style combat. Yeah. And it is fantastic. Slave Planet? Hierarchy resupply vessel, what is going on here?
Look, I don't know who you are or why you're here, but right now the only thing I'm worried about is saving the lives of 1,900 men and women aboard this starbase, and right now you're our only hope. I can't keep the transmitter on too much longer. We need the power for heat and air, so if you don't have any radioactives on board your vessel, please get some and bring them back here before it's too late.
Also, galaxy exploration and mining and whatnot. Yes. Yes. The Jartza? Yes, you're absolutely correct. Yes. Space adventure. Exploring. Gathering materials. Meeting new races. Forming alliances. Yeah. I wonder how arcade-style combat will look like. It's top-down, Farinor. It's top-down. Each ship has 2 different weapons? Yeah. Yeah, it is great. I cannot say enough good things about this game. Seeking out new life, new civilization. As long as we don't go against the Prime Directive, right? Perhaps where no man DeLorean has gone before? Or woman DeLorean? Where can we find them?
The fastest way to get radioactives in this system would be to land on Mercury and scour the surface for deposits of radioactive elements. But be careful, Mercury's a pretty inhospitable place. Watch out for earthquakes and those high temperature areas. Thanks, I'll make sure to mention this the next time I talk with our masters. I'm sure they will reward you.
Alright. Ugh, turning radius so slow. So slow. I know he said go to Mercury, but Mercury kind of sucks without any upgrades. Bio's worth getting. Yeah, it has been some years since I've played. But Bio is always worth getting because you can trade it for credits for the to the Melnorm, alien race that will give you new upgrades that you can only get with biological life forms, rainbow planets, that sort of thing. From your explanation, it more or less could be EVE Online. Yeah, I could see that, but less grindy. You know, I've only played EVE Online for a day, maybe 2. But yeah, single player, big old storyline, lots of voice acting, lots of things, lots of moving parts. There is a time limit, but unless you're really taking your time, I don't think you'll ever hit it. Report from service. We have discovered an alien base and have explored its interior. The installation must have been abandoned many years ago, but great care has been taken to make it appear active. Life support systems are functioning, fusion reactors are at full output, and robotic construction villages have been programmed to roam the lunar surface, bulldozing moon dust into random piles. In addition, we have found the installation's hyperwave locked in transmit mode, endlessly playing the same alien recording. Although we cannot translate the message, our xenotech Ensign Rigby believes the message is some kind of alert or mayday broadcast. The base is filled with useful materials and equipment. We will scavenge as much as we can and we bring it aboard immediately. Juvade, those are non-bio, yeah. Please remember this was originally a 9 meg game. Oh. Well, that sucks. That cost me fuel. I guess I could pick up the minerals, but they're not all that great. Yeah, I was checking my, there we go. Cargo. So we picked up some exotic stuff. Was that not actually bio? I mean, I know it's robots, but still. No bio. Yep, no bio. You're right. There's actually kind of no point. Like the gray cargo is not all that great. Let's save it. Might need to switch out controllers next time. This thing is super sensitive. My joystick's a sensitive boy. Was it really 9 megs? That actually feels kind of large. Oh, we're so slow in the beginning. So slow in the beginning. Garbage minerals, no energy, no bio. We're gonna leave. You typically won't see energy. Only for, like, quest-related things. Those mod tracker files taking some room, but if they were midis, they would have been much bigger. Yeah. I mean, we could go to Mercury. I don't remember it ever being that great. You played on your PC speaker, no sound card? I really wonder how this game would sound on a PC speaker. Ugh. Yeah, the temperature is very hot. Actually, Tectonics Class 3, that's not terrible, right? Yeah, I had a buddy that had an ad-lib card whenever we played Doom Deathmatch over the phone, over modem. So it would play the music, but the sound effects were through the PC speaker. She said, I have 5 garbage bags of weed for you. I told her she should verify that it's seaweed. Dude, if you have 5 garbage bags of weed, you're a dealer. You can go to one of Jupiter's moons or Mars, may have some radio. Not radioactive? Yeah. Yeah, I'll save it really quick and then try to land, but I do remember Mercury being completely inhospitable at the beginning. Let's try it. Yeah. What's the order? Red is rarer, yellow is rare, less rare. Yeah, let's try it. Scan. Dispatch. I remember it being terrible, right? Oh, that's not bad. Okay. Ooh, oh, okay. Maybe not. Yeah, tank controls in the planetary lander. You hold up to move forward. Yep, full. B. Ah! Yeah, this controller, when I hit A... Not very nice. I mean, I didn't lose too many crew. I'll save it. I'll keep that. Forget how much radioactive material I need. They must have been red shirts. Yeah, they have no families. They're nameless. They're clones. Keyboard's fine for this game? Yeah, I know, but I don't know. I like using a controller. Plus, Ur-Quan Masters makes it so easy. You literally just plug in your controller and everything's set up. I don't have to do any crazy joy to key madness like I did with Wing Commander.
Did you find any radioactive elements?
We are ready to transfer.
We're initiating transfer of radioactives, Captain. Now, as soon as our engineers can refit the energy cores, there, that's much better. Power ratings are climbing. Life support is coming back into the green. Deep radar systems and
let me know if the game is too loud.
Online, and I can scan your vessel. What the hell kind of ship is that? Just who are you, Captain?
Can't keep a console boy down. Controllers are the way. Yeah. Yeah, I played it last time with the controller, and it was fine. I like 2 people playing on the same keyboard, locking each other out. Yes, playing Super Melee. I'm Captain Senior Hefe of the Starship Blue Origin. We are the survivors of a Star Control Science research vessel to the Vela star system.
Star Control Science mission, huh? Captain, I served as a Star Control officer during the war aboard several cruisers in the Corward Front. And if there'd been any scientific mission to Vela, I would have heard about it.
The mission was highly secret.
You know, come to think of it, there were some rumors that Corridor 9, the Special Operations Division of Star Control, was directing some hush-hush operation near Androsynth Space. The Vela star system, yes, that would be the right direction. So, Captain, if you say it's true, how do you explain that huge alien starship you're flying? And why are you here? What do you want from us?
I'm actually kind of surprised how good the voice acting is, considering it was, what, 1994 when the 3DO version came out with voice acting? We have returned to Earth to give you the technological secrets of the precursors and to help you fight the hierarchy.
Fight the Ur-Quan. Win back our freedom. I remember having such thoughts myself once, long time ago. That was in the first years after the defeat, when it was still terrifying to look up and see the bloody glow of the pulsating slave shield overhead. Though day and night we gazed up at the impenetrable wall as though the sheer power of our hatred would pull it down. But over the years I spent so much of my time struggling, down on the surface, under the shield, and then later up here trying to keep the station alive, that I'd forgotten what it means to be free, to hate our Ur-Quan masters. And now here you are, in an alien ship of unknown power, offering me your assistance to fight against the hierarchy again after all these years. Captain, your offer is intriguing. It's tempting to think that with your advanced precursor technology, we can somehow crack the Earth's slave shield and reassemble the Alliance to attack the hierarchy. And this time, win the damn war. Consider the consequences if you should fail. The Ur-Quan won't just punish us here on the station, they'll exact a gruesome retribution on the surface below as well. Before I commit this station to helping you attack the Ur-Quan and accepting the risk of annihilation if we are defeated, I have to make sure that you and your ship have what it takes to oppose the hierarchy. I'll make you a deal. If you can eliminate the alien base on the moon and get rid of that threat at least...
We did it. We did it.
I will seriously consider your offer.
We did it already. Everything is great on this game, but nothing can beat the first time when you're going on an adventure and discovering stuff. Oh yeah. Yeah, especially meeting a new alien race. Let's compare and contrast the storyline to human history. Well, there may be some folks we meet that claim to have had a role in human history. That is true. My favorite alien race is probably the Utwig. They're so depressing. And the voice actor is perfect. We attacked the moon base and completely destroyed the enemy.
You fought them, Captain? I hope you didn't suffer serious casualties.
It's too horrible for words. I just can't talk about it right now.
I'm sure the experience was disturbing. Captain, listen closely. Long-range sensors show a ship closing on this station fast. Our computer identifies it as Ilrath, Avenger class. I think you've got a fight on your hands, Captain. Your best bet is to wait until you have point-blank range. Captain, it's jamming our signal.
So you are going with the bravado persona. Yes.
By the fetid breath of the dark twin Kazon, a human and an alien starship. How fascinating. When I intercepted that Ur-Quan drone and learned that an unidentified starship had approached Earth, I never expected to find such a remarkable vehicle in the hands of a human. Humans are prey animals, weak and helpless. But here is a human in an armed starship.
Human.
And therefore in direct violation of the oath of fealty. I am sure our masters, the Ur-Quan, will punish Earth most severely for this treachery when I present them with the twisted wreckage of your ship and your many charred corpses.
Where the hell did you come from?
Since you will soon be dead, I will gladly explain. We have spent many years gleefully preying on the Patunk. They are a pitiful, easily killed species. And we would have continued in this divine worship of Domar,
Yeah, Doc, it was added for 3DO.
but we required additional crew members and repairs to our cloaking device. So we departed the Jiglass constellation and set course for home. But before we had reached our region of space, we detected the passage of a nearby vessel, the Ur-Quan drone. It informed us about you, so here we are. And now you die.
Digging the music? Yeah, this game is great. Do I use Earth Cruiser? I think I use the Earth Cruiser. Where's your notepad? Are you not writing down these important things of info? Sir, excuse yourself. Excuse yourself. I am indeed writing down the notes. I was just doing it during the cutscene. Was this or the first one on Super Nintendo? Name sounds familiar besides knowing you love it. So the original Star Control was on Genesis. But I don't know if Star Control 2 ever got released on anything but 3DO. Yeah. Hero. How many game names do you have on there? I use Notepad++. It's excellent and way better than old school Notepad. I do a lot of hack the box type stuff. And so it's easy for me to keep notes on different things, and then I can just tab in between whenever I feel like it. Yeah, it's Notepad++ is just like superior. It's just utterly superior to Notepad. I don't even know why Notepad's still around. They should just buy out the company that made Notepad++. Okay. I know the Ilrat said their cloaking device was broken. I think like one good missile would get it. You have Notepad Black. What is Notepad Black? Yeah, we're not going to use our precursor ship because it's too slow. Oop. Oh. Oh no! That was unfortunate. That was unfortunate. Oh, such a slow turnaround time. Run? We don't run. We never run. Never give up. Never surrender. I lost a lot of crew.
What a beautiful sight, Captain. I haven't seen an Avenger blown away like that since the battle in Draco. I guess you've shown that you can handle yourself in battle, Captain. So my last reservation about helping you has been dissolved. I will commit this station to helping free Earth and defeat the Ur-Quan. We may get our atoms rearranged in the process, but by God, Captain, we're going to try. So the obvious first step is to get the precursor equipment and software over here so that we can make it work with our ship repair fabricators. But then what, Captain?
Yeah, I probably should have used the lasers on the Earth ship. I think it's right on the fighter to get moving first so you can fire from distance. Yeah, I'd forgotten that they use their weapons to destroy my missiles. Yeah. Yeah, I should have gotten some range and, like, hit them at an angle. But, you know. We will slowly build our strength, unify an allied Starfleet, and bring the Ur-Quan to their knee equivalents.
A sensible plan, Captain. Let's get to work. Good luck. By the way, Captain, I
the speed run's going down. Yeah, this is definitely not a speed run.
And since it was your idea, it's only fair that you get the honor of naming it. So, what will it be?
All right, taking a cue from Doc here. We're gonna go with the Empire of Senior Hefe 1.
Well, you're the one with the big starship. So be it. Now, Captain, I expect the configuration process for the starbase to take at least 2 weeks, so let's get to work.
Gotta go check the mail, leave a lurk up. All right, Paul, thanks. The soundtrack, though, it's amazing.
I have good news to report, Captain.
It's amazing.
Successfully integrated the precursor technology from your
Leaves
ship
while
into
dancing.
our fabricator system, and as you can see, we've already begun minor repairs on your ship, patching up some of the micrometeorite holes. We noticed that your ship does not have an emergency warp escape unit, so our engineers rigged up some for you and each of your escorts. Now, you should be able to escape from a bad situation with the touch of a button. But there is a cost, however. The unit gulps up 5 fuel units each time your precursor ship uses it. Also, we now have a limited capacity to make modifications to your ship, to refine starship fuel, to build additional combat ships, and to train new members of your crew for the flagship and any ships you acquire for your fleet. Captain, I know you're eager to get to work, so I'll be brief. If you have any questions how this starbase works, what resources we need, or just some background information on the galaxy, don't hesitate to ask.
All downloadable from the Ur-Quan Master site. Yeah, Doc, I don't know if you were here earlier when I mentioned, but I guess there's an HD remastering version that's still in beta. I think the guy that initially started it kind of gave up, and then someone else took the code and started working on it. So I don't know if it's still being worked on, but the screenshots look interesting.
Certainly, Captain. What do you need to know?
Give us some background info. Would you elaborate on your facilities here at the starbase? Yeah, it's the one you have. How does it play? It's great.
You can modify your precursor ship, build additional combat vessels, and supply you with fuel and crew.
Okay, I might have to download it and check it out. What can you do to enhance and modify the Blue Origin?
Our engineers and precursor specialists agree with the scientists from your world that your starship was designed to be a workhorse vehicle, which can be easily reconfigured for different missions by adding or swapping self-contained equipment packs, which we call modules. The modules we can build right now are thruster units, which make your ship move faster, attitude jets, which allow you to rotate the ship more quickly, crew pods, which provide life support facilities for up to 50 additional crew members, storage bays, which increase your ship's cargo capacity for mineral resources, fuel tanks, which hold an additional 50 units of fuel, dynamos, which feed energy into your combat energy batteries, improving your weapon's rate of fire. And last but not least, ion bolt guns, combat weaponry, the exact function of which depends on its location aboard the ship. When put in the first or front module slot, it fires a single shot forward. When put in the second slot, it fires 2 shots, spread to the left and right of center. When put in the third slot, it fires 2 shots directly left and right. And when put in the last or rear slot, it fires a single shot straight backwards.
Yeah, I don't know how other people play this game, but like at a certain point, I just end up using my precursor vessel for all the fighting. I don't think I ever tried to figure out which ships counter others. Like at some point, my precursor ship was just a beast, and I just used it for everything.
This base is designed to service hierarchy ships. Fortunately, your flagship uses the same stabilized antimatter technology as hierarchy vessels and will be able to synthesize what you need. However, due to the size of your ship, we'll have to produce vast quantities of fuel, which will be a substantial drain on our resources.
Gotcha. How can I assemble a fleet of fighting ships?
Our shipyard facilities are sophisticated and fully automated, permitting a handful of starbase personnel to do the same job as 500 vac-suited construction workers. However, the only designs that we had in our computers were incomplete hierarchy ship design. Things looked grim until one of the officers came forward with an amazing story. Even though the Ur-Quan destroyed every Earthling cruiser in the fleet nearly 20 years ago, one of my maintenance engineers was a starship production assistant at the Detroit shipyard. When Earth was conquered, she was ordered to destroy all ship construction databases. But she secretly made copies of the blueprint disc and then kept them with her ever since. These discs contain all the data we need to build as many Earthling cruisers as you want, provided you, Captain, can supply the large amounts of mineral resources required to build those vessels. In theory, Captain, we could build alien starships here if we had designs for them. However, it's a well-known fact that alien vessels just can't be flown in combat without native starship captains at the helm.
Yeah, the only complaint is that by the time your ship is built up, you don't really need a lot more to beat the game. So sometimes I just extend it for fun of killing enemies with my precursor ship before it gets filled up for the final mission. Yeah. Oh, we acquire additional personnel for my ship.
We have almost 2,000 highly motivated, skilled professionals aboard this starbase, and every single one of them wants a berth aboard your starship. However, each hand we lose to your ship means less manpower here at the starbase, and this is reflected in the crew RU cost. As long as you don't lose too many crew members to combat or planet exploration, the RU cost will remain static. But we have only so many warm bodies on this starbase, and if your needs for crew grow beyond a certain point, the cost could increase dramatically.
I don't think I've ever seen the RU costs increase for crew, or at least I don't remember it. The only time I ever increased was when I gave the Drudge or Druge slaves in exchange for the what is it, the Rosy Sphere.
As you know, Captain, we've committed the entire output of this station to building your flagship
Correct.
and your battle fleet into the strongest force possible. However, our resources are very limited, and we feel you must decide how we are to spend our effort and materials. To aid you in making these decisions, we have implemented a resource allocation scheme. We provide you with a numerical assessment of the station's resources and ascribe a cost to each task we can perform and each device we can build. It's up to you to decide how you're going to spend your resource units, or RU as we call them. To acquire more RU, you must bring resources back to the starbase. These resources can be either in the form of mineral ores gathered from planet surfaces or already refined metals and other valuable materials from the wreckage of enemy starships.
What kind of resources are most useful to our
The
mission?
most straightforward way you can accumulate resource units
Mining.
is to bring mineral ores back to this starbase. There are probably enough resources in just the nearby dozen stars to build your ship into a powerful battleship or to create a strong task force of combat vessels. I would also recommend that you build several additional storage bays. When gathering minerals, focus on cleaning out one star system at a time. This way, you minimize the cost of travel through hyperspace.
At least until we get the portal spawner. I always try to be the good guy, Captain Picard. Yeah. What use are our planet's lander's sophisticated lifeform analysis
While
features?
I respect your search for abstract knowledge, frankly, Captain, in our present circumstances, I see little use for such data here. Perhaps you could make use of biological information elsewhere.
I think the only time it's really necessary to be a bad guy is when you're, meeting the Shofixti, because you have to insult them, or when you're meeting the Thradash, and you have to, kill them whatever number of times to get them to join you. Or join you? Join you or give you the helix. Yeah.
What else can I tell you?
I'd like some historical data.
What aspect of history, Captain?
Tell me about the other starfaring races.
Which group of aliens?
The members of the Old Alliance.
Okay. Which race?
Yeah.
The Shofixti are a race of intelligent marsupials who had been civilized for only a few decades when the war began. They were discovered in the Delta Gorno star system by the Yehat, who adopted and then uplifted the Shofixti, giving them advanced technology and cultural definition. Shofixti are noble and fearless warriors, Captain. In addition, their incredible fecundity and rapid maturation rate kept Alliance ranks solid even at the worst part of the war. You know, I once flew as an observer aboard one of their ships on routine patrol. We never saw the enemy, but I could never stop thinking about the glory device it had strapped to the bottom of its hull.
Thradash are the best green Ur-Quan killers. I don't think I ever used them. I just ended up using my precursor ship the entire time. The lore is fantastic. The one group I was sad that I never saw were the ones that look just like us, right? Like, you can go to their home world, but I don't think there was any lore or evidence on them. The name escapes me at the minute. But yeah, I always thought maybe I missed something. Maybe it's somewhere I would find some sort of evidence or some sort of lore. But yeah, they're just eliminated.
I'd like to think I'm not a bigoted person, Captain, especially when it comes to allies, but there's just something about those Arilu that gives me the creeps. One thing I'll say for them, though, they possess some technique for moving really fast through hyperspace.
Androsin, yeah.
They never let us know what it was, but sure beats the pants off our fastest ships.
Yeah, I want to get the portal spawner as quickly as possible.
The Yehat are a race of ancient warrior clans that have been traveling the stars for many centuries. Clans are highly competitive and sometimes even wage war on each other, but the clans are all loyal to the Queen and her royal family, known as the Veepzeeps. The Veepzeeps have been in power for over 2,000 years, and it is said that during their rule, the Yehat never lost a battle.
That'd be a sweet side story. I think there's an expansion to Origins that covers that story. Oh, really? I was under the impression that Origins couldn't use any of the existing races, or at least certain races. Yeah. Yeah, I kind of want to go back and play Star Control Origins and Star Control 3, even though I know I'm just going to be disappointed with Star Control 3.
The Genjasu were leaders of the Alliance, even though they refused to accept formally the title. I don't know if their silicon-based biology is just plain superior to our old carbon models, or if their fantastic intellect were the product of an ancient, peaceful culture.
They came to some agreement? Oh,
I'd rather
okay.
be taking orders from a Tenzetsu than any other life form, absolutely. One of the more amazing things about them was they never used hyperwave communicators. They could send messages naturally, and their natural hyperwave receptors were much more sensitive than even our best units.
So that's a hint that you need to get the Umga caster, or the Burvaces, whatever the hell that other item is, to talk to them. Yeah, I have not downloaded any DLC for Origins. The DLC that came out a few years ago was like $20, but people were saying it was only like 2 or 3 hours of content. So I was waiting for a sale, and it just never really went on sale. They agreed for the Stardot guy to provide honey to Paul in exchange for mead.
We didn't really get much of a chance to learn about those mechanical beings, but I'll tell you what I know.
Seriously?
They're the
Okay.
product of a distant, unknown culture who sent a giant factory arc into our region of space many centuries ago.
I mean, they're always
The
kind of
Mother Arc,
eccentric.
that's what the press called it. Turned out millions of robots and finally broke down.
The
I
Murmherm.
don't know why the Murnaherm didn't repair the Mother Arc. Maybe they can't. My personal guess as to why they were sent here is that they're on the leading edge of a colonization project. And once the Murnaherm have tamed enough new worlds, the genuine colonists, whoever they are, will arrive and claim their due.
I'll have to read about that. The Cyrene.
Most raw recruits saw the Siren as nothing more than warm, breathing pinup. Warm they are, and yes, they do breathe most magnificently, but Captain, they are far more than simple joy eaters. The history shows the Siren established and maintained a peaceful culture from their Bronze Age through their discovery of starflight. Before their planet was destroyed in a horrible cataclysm, their world was an Eden.
That is enough about the Alliance for now.
What other group of aliens are you interested in?
The Hierarchy and their battle thralls.
Species.
The Ur-Quan.
Our enemy is cunning, relentless, and possesses technology superior to all, but perhaps that found aboard your starship. The Ur-Quan are born, live, and die for one purpose
To
only.
subjugate.
The subjugation of all other intelligent life in the galaxy. Why? I don't know. They'd probably have an easier time just destroying intelligence, but they're very careful not to use more force than is necessary to achieve their victim's submission. Sure like to know what made those wormy bastards as twisted as they are, and I'd like to know why they keep on the move, never stopping longer than it takes to enslave whomever they find.
He's talking so much in the let's call it music. You don't like the music, Baranor? Sir. I think it's fantastic.
They're hard to get a handle on. In fact, I'm not sure any human has ever had a real conversation with a Mycon. What we know of them, we've learned from their corpses, which I may add have a nasty habit of coming back to life when thawed out from a decompression quick freeze. Mycon ships seem to expend a significant amount of energy on life support. This is probably because the Mycon only thrive in temperatures close to the melting point of lead. As far as we know, the Mycon are the only race to actively seek out the Ur-Quan in order to become combat slaves.
Music's a tad too loud. Okay, I'll change it after I get through this. Yeah, this is, the beginning part's always like a bit of a knowledge dump because there's so many races to go over. Yeah, that's bad.
Imagine facing a cowardly mobile clam.
Yeah, I can change
armed
into the
with a
main menu,
howitzer.
the
You've got
volume.
a good idea of what it's like dealing with the Spathy. Although they tend to avoid battles as much as their masters will allow, once in battle, a Spathy eluder is one tough cookie. I once heard a rumor, though I don't like to believe in it myself, that a rogue band of courageous Spathy broke away from the main Starfleet, painted their ships black with bright red stripes, and formed the Black Spathy Squadron, dedicated to performing brave and hostile deeds. Like I said, I'd have to see it to believe it.
The
We're
Umga.
fortunate that the Umga fell to the Ur-Quan so early in the war because I suspect we would have gotten along well with those big blob creatures. At the very least, it would have been entertaining. We know them a bit better than most races because they were eager to talk with our ships before, after, and during battle. The Arielu intimated that they had a relationship with the Umga before the Ur-Quan arrived, but I don't know any details.
The
When I was
Androsith.
flying combat missions along the Corward front, there was nothing we feared more than the Androsith hit-and-run squadron. Their blazer ships were more than a match for our cruisers, so we stayed clear of Ada Vulpeculae, their home star. In addition, I think each of us aboard the ship knew deep down in our hearts that the Androsith had a damn good reason for hating them.
Chile.
Our grandparents had kept them as slaves for nearly 50 years.
Yeah, like, based on that, like, knowledge drop there that they're at Ada Vulpeculae, I thought going there would have gotten, like, some evidence of the Androsith. Good place for mining, yeah.
I still have nightmares about those spiders taking me prisoner, using me as one of their 6 sacrifices to Dogar and Kazon, their twin gods of destruction and torment. Those guys were almost as scary as the Androsith to those of us in Deep Space Patrol. Their Avenger ships could appear out of nowhere and melt a cruiser down to slag in seconds. Luckily for us, the bulk of the Ilrath fleet was thrown against the Genjesu and the Murnaherm.
The Murnaherm and the
The
Vux.
Starship Far Voyager under the command of Captain Jeffrey L. Rand encountered the Vux near Beta Mira. Although the details are hazy, it's generally accepted that Rand offended the Vux starship commander with an inadvertent insult.
No questions. Alright, that's enough information for that. Well, as you remember, the Andros were replaced by happy campers. Yeah, that's true. The Ors.
What other group of aliens are you interested in?
Are there any alien races who weren't in the
None that
war?
we had made formal contact with. The Genjesu implied that they had met 2 other starfaring species, one near the Gickless constellation and the other directly Corward from Procyon. The Arielu once mentioned having some fun with an alien race in Draconis, but like so much else with the Arielu, they never revealed the whole story. I'm sure there are hundreds more alien races in our galaxy, but beyond what I've told you, your guess is as good as mine.
I have sufficient information on this topic.
Would you like information on any other aspect of history? What
Okay.
about the war?
How did the war with the Ur-Quan start? Yeah, this is a lot.
Earth
I'd
got
forgotten how
involved
much
late
this
in the
was.
game in 2112 when the
But I love it.
Genjesu arrived in our solar system for the first time. So let's back up a few years to 2098 when the Genjesu super-sensitive receivers detected a strange signal from the Ophiuchi constellation. Though even the Genjesu didn't know it, it was the first sign of the Ur-Quan's arrival. The Ur-Quan, having detected the presence of many sentient species, were beaming out an exulting hunting cry. The first direct evidence of the Ur-Quan's intent was the sudden conquest of the Umga, a solitary though not unfriendly species in the Orionis constellation. Genjesu, distraught by the invasion, were further angered when the Ur-Quan turned their fleets on the hostile but weak Ilrath race. A hastily assembled defense force of Murnaherm and Genjesu vessels turned the Ur-Quan fleet aside, but the invader moved into Spathi space, rapidly subjugating that race. With each new conquest, the Ur-Quan fleet grew larger as it added slave vessels to its ranks. Earth joined the Genjesu to form the Alliance of Free Stars at about the same time as the Androsynth stars fell to the Ur-Quan armada. Before the ink was dry on our agreement with the Genjesu in 2116, a new race appeared in orbit around the moon and asked for admittance to the Alliance. It was the Arielu Lalile. The timing seemed unusual, and the Arielu were definitely weird, looking like saucer men from Mars, but we were too busy cranking up our mothballed heavy industry, and we really didn't pay it much attention at the time.
I can see how this information at the beginning of the game can be just completely overwhelming because there's so many alien races being talked about, and there's like no frame of reference for any of them. So like Murnaherm, Genjesu, the Vux, like there's no frame of reference for it. What happened during the war?
At the start of the war, here on Earth, we were working like crazy, churning out hundreds of heavy cruisers and smaller support vehicles. The Ur-Quan were busy too. Unbeknownst to us, they had moved down towards the Luton Star Group and were attacking the Vux, who only the Yehat knew existed. Our botched first contact with the Bucks took place in 2119, and it was the biggest single mistake we made during the war. After defeating the Bucks, the Ur-Quan fleet ran smack into the combined might of the Ahot and Show-Fixty, supported by the first wave of our cruisers. Again, the Ur-Quan turned away from the hard spot to attack the weak, though we just thought they were running away. In fact, the Ur-Quan had found another independent alien race, the Mycon, in the Brahe constellation. The Mycon's voluntary submission to the Ur-Quan brought the return of the Ur-Quan fleets, now swollen with 100 devastating Mycon pod ships. The last entrants to the conflict were the Cyrene, a race of space gypsies who had escaped the hierarchy by moving their vast fleet of slow-moving habitats into human space. With the side set, the last Ur-Quan offensive began.
So much. Right, you can obviously skip it and start just flying around and come back for info when needed. That's true. The 200-page manual tries to summarize our races, but yes, too much info. Hey, Cam, how are you? Our goal will be to dominate all races. Now, our goal will be to recruit other races into an alliance of free stars. And then we can take down the Ur-Quan, save all the enslaved races, and live happily ever after. Obviously, they didn't find a way to slow roll it, I suppose. Yeah. How did the war end?
The Ur-Quan came roaring through Buck space and tried to push past the India and Mira star systems. Their onslaught was barely repulsed, and our counterattack made hardly a dent in the hierarchy forces, but we held the line. The Corward front remained intact. Over the following 10 years, there were many great battles between the combined Alliance Starfleet and the Ur-Quan and their hierarchy of battle thralls. Then in 2134, a dramatic shift in the balance of power took place. This must have been about the time the science research mission was sent to the planet of Vela. Our fleets were pushed back from the Indy-Mira line beyond Raynet. Holding Rigel caused grievously in Chenjesu forces, and the Ur-Quan, recognizing this weakness, shifted to focus the brunt of their forces on Procyon. That was the last we heard from the Chenjesu and the Murnaherm. Later, waves of ships hit us from all directions. When Ceres Station, our outpost on the asteroid belt, fell to the hierarchy, we knew we were beaten, but we fought on anyway. 3 days later, the Ur-Quan vaporized our last remaining laser forts on the moon, and the dreadnoughts took up geosynchronous position above Rome, Moscow, Beijing, Tokyo, London, Buenos Aires, and Washington. We'd lost the war, and we knew it. But the Ur-Quan decided to make it real clear. And that's why if you check any of our most recent maps, you won't find Buenos Aires.
What happened after the war?
After the UN submitted their formal surrender, we were given a week to decide the nature of our servitude. The Ur-Quan demanded that the decision be made through popular vote.
It's very democratic
when all
of
the
them.
votes were tallied, Earth had chosen not to fight for the Ur-Quan. We had become a fallow slave world. We were given a month to withdraw all of our people and equipment to Earth. Anyone or anything left off-planet would be destroyed after the shield went up. Then the Ur-Quan broadcast an odd message. All objects of human construction more than 500 years old were to be abandoned. We didn't know what the Ur-Quan meant until they moved their dreadnoughts into new orbital positions and opened fire on the surface with their fusion weapons. In seconds, large sections of London, Paris, and other European cities were incinerated. At first, we thought they were going to annihilate us after all. And we noticed they were also striking such targets as the Giza Pyramids, the Parthenon in Athens, and Stonehenge. Curiously, the United States was almost untouched. The flaming rain lasted 40 hellish hours. It took days after we crawled from our smoldering shelters to realize what the Ur-Quan had done. Our new masters had targeted every building, monument, or other man-made construction older than 500 years and destroyed it. In those 2 days, we lost most of the history of mankind. In some cases, the Ur-Quan destroyed places we did not even suspect were significant. From their positions in orbit, the dreadnoughts blew away a kilometer of land in central Iraq, vaporized several targets in the Amazon rainforest, punched a big hole through the Antarctic ice cap to destroy something deep under the surface.
I always thought that was cool.
And melted a broad swath of the ocean floor in the southeastern Atlantic. Then, just a couple of days later, the shield went up, and our contact with the outside
Yeah, so they actually
world
blew up
stopped.
artifacts that we had not even
Next time
discovered.
I saw the stars was 8 years
I thought
ago,
that was cool.
when I was transferred up here to be the new commander of this starbase.
So I originally had a pirated version of the game. It would crash about 50% of the time I went into the star map. I had to save often and avoid certain features of the star map that would have made the game a lot easier. I also had to play the game of getting that free memory on PC load. Hi mem.sys. The game needed it to run. Jeez. Yeah, they leave the why did they did that open to interpretation. Yeah, I thought that was a very cool touch. Yeah. Yeah, I had a disc copy of Star Control 2 from my friend, but he had played and beaten the game so many times that the copyright protection where it asks you, what star system is at these coordinates, he could probably answer it about 70% of the time. He was a madman. He was a madman.
Would you like any information on any other aspect of history?
Give me ancient
We
galactic
have some
history.
data on this subject.
And this is the
What
last
do you
one,
want to know
guys. I promise, until the next one.
Hell, you probably know more about them than I do.
So we
but
have a
here
precursor
goes.
ship.
About 200,000 years ago, when our great to the nth grandparents were just starting to play with stone knives and bearskins, a star-faring species suddenly appeared on the galactic scene and spread like wildfire. We found evidence of their presence just about everywhere, from an orbital platform on Alpha Centauri to a stack of data plates in a cave on Pluto to some nameless widget found in a voodoo shop in New Orleans.
New Orleans.
We never found a precursor body or even a picture of one. We can conjecture what they look like by examining the scale and layout of their equipment. Such an analysis indicates they were giants, say 5 to 8 meters tall and twice as wide. I don't know if they looked more like a brontosaur or an elephant. Anyway, about 3,000 years after the precursors made their dramatic appearance, they vanished. Poof. As far as we can tell, it took less than a decade to happen.
Imagine, Hefe, the story actually making the game good and sound and graphics supporting it, not the other way around. Yeah, that's why I gradually shifted over to indie games more. Like, they always have some weird and crazy storylines. What about other races from the ancient past?
You mean besides the precursors? Well, the only information we have is secondhand based on some research by a Chenzetsu historian that I read at the academy. Zed Surtsek, the historian, found some evidence that there was a group of alien races who formed an interstellar empire not too far from here about 22,000 years ago. The only species in this empire who actually lived in our region of space was a race of rock-like creatures who lived in the Vulpeculae constellation. The presence of the hostile androsynth in that part of space severely limited Surtsak's research. He never even found out the race's name.
Yeah, and the cool thing about like all this story, in addition to being good, it gives you so much information, right? Like, this is what I've got written down so far. So we've got the Pakunk, we figured out where they're at, based on what the Ilrat and also what the commander told us. And they had mentioned the androsynth, but I already know that there's really nothing there. The Vux are in Beta Mira, and they said, they caused a war, so you're not supposed to ask the Vux questions. They mentioned the Procyon, there's an alien race, and the Draconis constellation. Ophiuchi, is where the Ur-Quan came out of. You got the Umgan Orionis, and you got the Mycon in Bruh. It's called Bruh. So there's a lot going on. Yeah, and you get more information about other things from the Melnorm. Is there any indication that aliens visited Earth in the past?
Yes, there is. Aside from the precursor relics we have found on Earth, often in museums mislabeled as modern art, we've discovered disturbing evidence of much more recent visitation. Perhaps you're already aware that during the mid to late 20th century, there were unaccountable UFO sightings as well as dozens of reported encounters with alien life forms.
Cool story, brah.
Although we can discount many of the reports as wishful fabrication or traumatic translation, the military authorities of the time kept a secret record of the incidents which were legitimate. In each such case, the aliens are almost identical in appearance. They have white skin and minimal facial features except for huge almond-shaped eyes,
The
which
Aralu.
are often described as glowing or luminescent. This description fits almost perfectly the Arielu Lalile.
Lalile.
In most of the legitimate encounters, the people involved describe being physically examined or modified by the aliens. In some cases, unusual pregnancies occurred, and in almost every instance, There were repeat visitations as though the Ari-Lu-Lalile were doing checkups on their subject. We never got the chance to confront the Ari-Lu-Lalile about what they did to us and why. I wonder if we ever will.
I believe there is a dialogue about that once we meet the Aralu. And some ancient races who may have left, things and stuff. Junk, even that may come in handy, yeah. Come on, guys. Brahe. Like Tycho Brahe, the astronomer. Brahe? You mean Tycho Brahe? We're so cultured.
Would you like information on any... Sure. Anything else?
That's the problem with English. You can look at an English word and have no idea how it's supposed to be pronounced. First, you can look at like a Spanish word or a Japanese word and like all the vowels sound the same. But English is just a mess. I think he was a Tycho Brahe at the time. So we did all that. I thought we did all this. How can we defeat the Ur-Quan? Oh. He's Danish. Where can I find the most useful, plentiful mineral resources?
I would recommend you spend several months or even a year gathering mineral resources. You can find such minerals on almost any planet surface, but the quality and density will vary depending upon the type of planet you're on. Base metals are probably the most common materials you'll find, but they aren't particularly valuable. You can find rarer precious and radioactive elements on
time for some tea and a yummy Danish.
Mercury. An old miner once told me that you could tell the relative quality of a planet's minerals based on the planet's color as seen from space. Remember the color sequence from good to bad? The miner had a mnemonic that went something like, very young orangutan could grow bananas perhaps rather well. It is also the case that mineral yields will be better at hotter stars. Temperature is related to the size and color of a star. Red stars are the coolest, then orange, yellow, green, blue, and the hottest stars are white.
Japanese has its quirks. They can tell the difference in pitch and or stress between ame and ame candy. I can't. Yeah, I can't either. That's what's the word I'm looking for? Is it phonetic? Depending on like how you stress? Did I write that down right? I think I did. Yeah. Yeah. Star color. Yeah. Oh no, I didn't. It's GB. Very young orangutans and something. Yeah. Missing blue. Yeah. I put a. There we go. Boom. Got it. How should I deal with aliens I meet in space?
That all depends on whom you meet, doesn't it, Captain? Well, in all seriousness, if you encounter the Ilrap, Bucks, Androsynth, or other hierarchy battle thralls, I wouldn't hold out much hope for a peaceful encounter. So if you feel you have the advantage, attack. The resources you will scavenge from the enemy's wreckage are well worth the effort.
Not right now, they aren't.
If you can find alliance races who are in a position to help us, then you must convince them to join with us. Their assistance may be crucial to our success.
Yeah, and I think also with like Spanish, the emphasis, if it has like a little accent on it, I believe that's how you can tell what part of the word to emphasize. My Spanish is super rusty, so don't quote me on it. If you were in my shoes, what would you do now?
Let's see. You need to build up and balance the strength of your flagship. I would add
Tonal.
thrusters up to, say, 5 or 6. Speed is essential in combat, but it would also pay off over the long haul in hyperspace. And if you prefer to avoid confrontation, nothing beats a great pair of legs. I would add turning jets for increased maneuverability.
Definitely turning jets.
Weapons to defend yourself if you're caught without escort ships. You need more crew, at least 50 to make productive voyages into space. You need additional fuel, at least 50 units. Your weapons will be underpowered in combat if you don't have at least 1 dynamo. I guess I'd gather more minerals to build up a good supply of resource units.
I took Mandarin with 4 tones for a few years. It's rough since I can't hold a tune. Yeah, I could not learn Mandarin. It would be impossible. I was never good with languages in the first place. How can we deal with the Ur-Quan?
I wish I had an easy answer, but I don't. The only way I can see of liberating Earth as well as the Alliance allies is to destroy the Ur-Quan and their armada of battle thralls entirely.
Blow them up. Got it. Do you have any long-range plans to defeat the Ur-Quan
To
hierarchy?
defeat our enemies, we will need awesome strength, both in your flagship and the fleet, as well as the assistance of powerful new allies. Though combat will be unavoidable and sometimes necessary to achieve our goals, I'm certain your wits will be at least as important as your weapons. You'll need to explore this region of space, gathering resources and information wherever you go.
Yeah, two things I need to get pretty quickly. The portal spawner from the Arilu, the new tech upgrades from the Milnorm. How can I find the
I
Ur-Quan?
don't know, Captain, but I suspect their battle thralls know more than we do, so I suggest you try to gather information from them, perhaps by force.
How can we attack them most effectively? He just said he has no idea.
First, your ship will be far too vulnerable to permit frontal assault on the Ur-Quan. Even when your ship is at full power, we're faced with the reality that the hierarchy has thousands of ships. You cannot win the fight alone, Captain. You need allies. Also, towards the end of the war, when the hierarchy broke through the Corward front, we heard rumors that the Ur-Quan had unleashed some kind of super weapon which was unstoppable by normal means.
Sumatra
You need
ship,
to find out
I
if
think.
that rumor was true, Captain, because if the Ur-Quan do have such a weapon, we'll have to find some way to stop it, or all our efforts are for naught.
How can I make alliances, and with whom? Do you know what he means when he says Corward? He said Corward front, right? That was the context? Corward? Our main line? I guess? Is Corward actually a... Or does he mean like forward front? Galaxy's core?
If you encounter an unknown alien race, proceed carefully and diplomatically. We need all the friends we can get, and we certainly can't afford any more enemies. Remember, Captain, with your precursor starship, you hold awesome power. But there will be situations when dealing with an alien race where a carrot will serve better than a stick. But first, you must determine what carrot the alien wants.
What's the fastest way for us to build up
You
strength?
need to accumulate enough resources so we can build up your flagship and assemble a strong fleet. I'd also recommend that you acquire blueprints for other more powerful ships than our trusty cruiser. I suspect that aliens will not give you such prints unless you form an alliance with them. What else can we discuss?
I have learned what I need to know about this
What
subject.
else can I tell you?
That's it, right?
What else?
I've already done this, right? Yeah, okay.
Would you like it?
Okay, so it doesn't actually remove it, right? So in case you need a reminder, because they give you a lot of notes on homeworlds. No additional information. Let's go and offload minerals. Get some money.
The more minerals you bring us, Captain, the faster we'll be able to tackle the Ur-Quan.
That's it.
Blow up an Ur...
Yep, that was a knowledge dump. Let me do two things. Well, let me
Yes,
go and...
Cap.
Oops.
Bear...
Let me fuel up and crew up. Actually, let me save it right here. Let me save it. Damn. Was that really an hour of dialogue? I want to change. Nope. One, I want to try a different joystick. And two, I want to make sure my sound is fine. Music volume, speech volume. Let's turn the speech volume up. And maybe turn that down. And we'll see how that works. Do I have to restart? Might have to restart. Well, I have to restart anyway because I have to turn on my other joystick. 1 second, guys. I love the shipyard music. Yeah. I like the shipyard music, but I also like the solar system music when you're just like navigating around. It's very very calming. All right, let's turn off this one. Let's see if this one works. It's just my PS4 controller plugged in. Curious if Ur-Quan Masters will recognize it. Oh, I think it does. So it doesn't recognize the D-pad. And it recognizes my analog stick. I think that's fine. We'll give it a try. Yeah, that feels better. Yep, very calming considering you are in the vastness of hostile space. Yeah.
Yes, Captain?
Yep.
Farewell, Captain.
How's that too loud? Let me know. I always thought that sound was kind of out of place. Like squashing a grape. Okay. I don't remember what setup I used to use, but we need more storage bays so we can get as many minerals as possible. We need more fuel bays. We also need turning radius, turning jets. Okay, you need to make the right decision here. It's like the SAT. Your entire future is dependent on it. This is not going to be a very efficient run, because I don't remember what star systems to go get minerals at. But well, first let's storage up, because we don't have to run back prematurely, because we weren't able to fill it up, right? Hold on. Module. Where does it show how much I can actually hold? It doesn't. Crew I don't necessarily need, but fuel tanks I need. Yeah. This is where if you had your other ship, you could sell it for some extra RU. Yep. I messed up. Yeah, basically we're going to avoid combat anyway, so I don't think I should get any weapons upgrades. Yeah. We're gonna go broke. And we'll save that as a different one, just in case we fuck that up. Basically, we just need to go gather materials for the moment. Why should you avoid combat? Because we don't have enough money to really get enough upgrades to become competitive in combat right now. Like, we only have our basic turning jets, so our turn radius is slow. I don't have enough money for ships. We only have a single gun. So right now we're kind of in the mineral gathering phase and exploration. So basically we just load up on storage bays and fuel and go out exploring. Oh. Wait a minute. Okay, the analog stick does not work for holding forward. Aw. Alright. Let me save it. Wait a minute. Let me do something. Quit game. I think there's a way to map the controls. Configure controls. Edit controls. Up, down, left, right. Oh, oops! I just changed the control set for the arrows. There we go. Up, down, left, right. There we go. That should work. Let me quit and come back in. Oop. Uh-oh. Something happened. Did I break it? Oh no. Every time I hit the D-pad, I actually crashed the game. Okay, alright, we're not using the PlayStation controller. Let's go back to my other controller. Wait a minute, hold on a second. I had both controllers turned on. That might have been it. Let's try that again. BA, select start. Let's try that again. Figure controls. Up, down, left, right. Okay. Turn to main menu. Now, no, it's not set up. That's weird. Unless it's a different... Unless it's thinking it's joystick 2. That's really odd. Yeah, does not recognize it. Okay. Yeah, I'll just go back to my original joystick. I don't want to spend too much time on stream messing with this. Yeah, let me get rid of this joystick. Oh no. I may have messed up my actual joystick now. Oh no. Alright, let's I just need to reassign everything. Oops. It doesn't even recognize my joystick now. Like us. I knew it. I knew you were going to say something. Damn it. Why? Why did I do this? No? Really? Oh no. I might have messed it up. Oh. Damn it. Hold on. Maybe I didn't give it enough time to recognize that a joystick was turned on. Alright, let's try it again. Damn it. Oh no. Oh, my PS4 controller was still plugged in and turned on. Try leaving the room and calling back in. There we go. Okay, that's what it was. Both joysticks were on. Alright, let's get back to this. Hold on. Controls. Yes, joystick 1, edit controls. Up, down, left, right. Oh. There's no way I'm this slow. Yeah, I think I messed it up. I guess we gotta use a keyboard. Dang it. Oh, I didn't want to. We gotta unplug. We gotta unplug it. Yeah, for some reason, hitting up on my controller no longer sends my my shit forward. Configure controls. We're gonna do WASD. Now we're gonna do arrows, right? Arrows. And what is it? Control and space, I think, to use the yeah, control, right control and shift. Got it. Okay. No? I might need to quit out of it again. This is what I get. This is what I get. Alright. Both controllers turned off. Game back on. No. I think because I have the game set to the controller, now it just automatically defaults. Why did I do this? Configure controls, right? Arrows. Edit controls. Oh, it didn't save it. That's weird. Up, down, left, right. All right, did that work? Okay, that's good. Are you a top or a bottom? Okay, so when I load the game, there we go. Okay, we're good. For whatever reason, when I initially mapped it, it didn't save. You said Jupiter. Jupiter's moon has some good stuff, right? Am I going the right way? Can you not afford more thrusters? I don't think so. Oh. Yeah, check out all the planets. Yeah, I'm gonna strip this place and then Uranus. And then buy some more thrusters and some turning jets. Otherwise, this is gonna be painful. Super thick, yeah. Gas giant, yeah. Oh, we haven't been to the orange or the blue. Doesn't matter, always gotta probe this planet if it's an option. Yes. We can't leave it unprobed. The name practically makes us want to. Oh, wait, Saturn. Oops, that's gas giant. Base metals. Trash. Haven't been to Mars yet. Is it really, Commander? Neptune. Trash. Well, its moon is trash. And that's a gas giant. There we go. Yeah, what was the color? What does it represent? Oop. Nope. Turn rate is too slow. Oh, nothing. So is this the unembargoed purchase game? No, creature, this is my favorite game ever. And it's actually free to play. I think the light blue is garbage, right? Yeah, that's only worth 1. Not even worth it. Why, hello, human earthling. Har, har, har. Hey, Lucidius, how are you? Red, yellow are good. Yeah. I think red is like second worst, right? Yeah. So basically, blue, red, and gray are kind of trash. So, red. Need some stuff, though? Yeah. Here we go. IO. Best place ever. Class 4 tectonic, so let's save. Just in case we get blown up. Even if it's just to refuel your fuel, yeah. Alright, let's dispatch. Oop. Oop. How do I... There we go, shift. Dispatch. Shift to run. This earthling have not seen through our disguises yet. Keep calm and remain human. Yes, my name is Smith, John. I have a wife unit and 2 children units. Oop. Whoa. That was a good run. Where did I see grays? Because how much cargo can I actually hold? 859. Yeah, I should go after the grays. Are they over here? That one doesn't have anything, right? No. But this one does. I'm here to chew bubblegum and kick ass, and I'm all out of bubblegum. That's not good. Excuse me. Did we go everywhere? I think we have been. Let's go re-examine these planets. Like you said, we're here. Our thrusters suck. Our turning jets suck. We need to make this less painful. Roddy Piper. Do you remember that movie They Live? John Carpenter movie? That had Roddy Piper in it. Yes, dispatch. Weather's okay. They live. Yep. Everyone says that fight scene was so good in that movie. I thought it was pretty bad. I mean, cool that they did it all in one shot, but I don't know. It was just me. Don't forget it's 1992 and there are 9 planets, not 8. Right. Yeah, Pluto's still a planet at this point. I probably shouldn't get this since it's costing me a fuel, but how much is this? 3 of those, so that's 9. It's 8 times 3, 24. Whew! A profit of 4, because it costs 20 units, 20 RU for fuel. Poor Pluto. It's just not fat enough. Yeah, it's not a thick enough boy. I could always travel to Mercury again. It's possible. Just if I lose any crew, it's kind of not worth it. Yeah, I need more thrusters. I need to get out of this. This is... Let's see. Let's see if I can get some thrusters. How can we tell we're on Pluto? I don't know. Yeah, we were way too slow.
Greetings. Before we go on, greetings, Captain. I'm ready to assist you. Before we go on, I have something important to tell you.
What?
Our deep space monitoring team has detected faint alien signals coming from Uranus or somewhere in that general direction. The emanations are definitely being generated from within the solar system and could represent the presence of a hierarchy spy.
We'll go check it out. As I've marked in my notes. Boom. My anus is giving a signal. Easiest joke I've ever made. How can we tell we're on Pluto? Feel up the trees by the bark, you dummy. Coming back from Uranus to check my style. Let's offload.
Not a bad job, Captain.
Look at that. 1,200. How much would that Earth cruiser have been worth?
Fair.
I am slightly regretting letting that thing blow up. Modules. Antimatter thrusters. Sell your weapons and fill up on thrusters. Ooh, that's true. That's true. These weapons kind of suck. Let's do that. There we go. Turning jets. Thrusters. Thrusters. I want to get one set of turning jets. So I want to go further. I think I want to go further. Yeah, let's do it. Okay. This should make it navigation way easier. Yeah, it is 6 o'clock and we haven't even left the solar system yet. We haven't even left Sol. Ah, much better. Much better. Alright, let's get out of here. Let's go someplace nice. Oh wait, we gotta go to Uranus. Ah, no. When you overshoot a planet. Well, near Uranus, yeah. They should appear on the map, right? Oh, we haven't even been to Pluto. Boop. Or are they talking about the Mel norm? I'm blanking. There is one. Is that even worth it? It's 25? I think it's worth it. For what? How much fuel? 0.1 fuel, we're doing it. Yeah, that's 100 right there. Oh! I did not mean to do that. I might need to reload that. We have come under fire from an alien vessel we found hiding on the planet on the surface of Pluto. Captain, they killed Kowalski, Fritz 2, Chin, O'Donnell, Luigi, and all 3 of the Lieberman triplets. We have returned fire, but our stunner can't penetrate the ship's hull armor. We are initiating emergency launch procedures.
Attention, a big, mean, hostile alien vessel hovering overhead in an obvious attack posture. This is Spotty, Captain Whistle. I know you are going to torture me, so let's just get this over with right now. The coordinates of my homeworld, Spottywa, are 241.6 by 368.7, and the ultra-secret Spotty Cipher, which is known only by me and several billion other Spotty, is Huffy, Muffy, Duffy. Sorry about that little mistake with your landing vehicle. I was so startled when it approached my vessel in a threatening manner that my automated defense systems fired on it when it got too close. I hope nobody got hurt.
Hey, Huff, thank you for the raid, man. What were you playing? Okay, I will admit the dialogue on this will get annoying. Now would be a good time to mute if you're so inclined. Is it bad? I don't remember it being terrible. It might be a little loud, though, because I doubled the volume. But I can turn it down on my end.
Of course. As I said, I am Captain Photo of the Spotty Lordship Star Runner. Our sensors have tracked your entry
Just
into
Whiffo
the
style?
system, which you are no doubt here to conquer. And while you are certainly welcome to do so, we would be greatly appreciative if you would please just go away and forget this star system ever existed. If you don't go, it will greatly complicate our master-slave relationship with the Ur-Quan, who stationed us here to watch over the Earthlings.
Only me, don't worry about it. Come on, Huff. It's Huff! Let's see if this works. Does that work?
Oh,
There we go. What is that, Turok?
what are you? Some
It looks
sort
like
of pink
Turok.
crab.
Definitely got like some blurry Nintendo 64 graphics going on there. We understand that sometimes these tragic misunderstandings happen. We grieve, but are not bitter. It is Turok. Yes.
Oh, thanks. For a minute there, I thought you were going to kill me.
What are you doing here on Pluto?
20 years ago, this region of space was dominated by a loose confederation known as the Alliance of Free Stars, which was composed of the aliens native to these parts who did not want to be enslaved. They made a valiant effort against the superior Ur-Quan forces. It even looked like they might miraculously defeat the combined Ur-Quan armada, right up to the point at which the Ur-Quan totally defeated, indeed annihilated them.
Yeah, Doc. I'm not gonna make enemies out of them. Definitely not. So what are you doing here on Pluto?
The Ur-Quan armada entered the system to subjugate formerly the Earthlings. The Ur-Quan presented the humans with the standard slave options. Join the hierarchy as combat bros and retain some autonomy, including the right to travel through space, or become a fellow species and return to crude atomic savagery on the surface of their homeworld, encased for all time beneath an impenetrable force shield. The humans chose the latter option, and so were swiftly imprisoned on the surface of Earth. But the Ur-Quan didn't trust them to obey the restrictions, so they chose a small group of hierarchy combat starships from the Inlet and Spartan fleets to create the so-called Earth Guard and station them at a base on Earth's moon.
Because if you make the Spathi enemies, can you still get the Umga caster?
Our masters don't really keep us very well informed about their goings-on, so that all we know is that immediately after the subjugation of the last Alliance race, the Hut, I think, the Ur-Quan gathered their dreadnoughts and departed for the edge of the galaxy, commanding us to obey the slave laws or face their wrath when they returned.
Possibly because he can't transmit back. Yeah. Yeah, because I know you need one of two casters, either the Umga caster or the Burr, whatever that word is that I can't pronounce. You'd still have to kill a ship, which is not currently having a current state. Yeah. Hefe playing so many good titles lately. Yeah, I wanted to play like, I guess it would be my top 3 games, right? Star Control 2, Maniac Mansion, and Secret of Monkey Island. But I blazed through Maniac Mansion. Took me less than an hour, I think. Or maybe about an hour. Do you know anything about other alien races?
I know bits and pieces of what happened to each race. For instance, when defeated, the Yahat joined the hierarchy as combat bros, while the Cyrene chose to be slave-shielded on a planet in the Bug Squirt star system.
Betelgeuse.
No, that's not right. I forget its name. Anyway, where was I? Oh yes, Risha 60.
Betelgeuse.
Out in a gigantic blaze of glory.
Betelgeuse, not Bug Squirt. Yeah. You missed the end of Monkey Island? Yeah, there should be a highlight video. I also upload all my stuff to YouTube too. It's an award tour with Hefe, my man, going every single place with a joystick or keyboard in his hand. Yeah, when my joystick will work. Alright, so we've established that the Cyrene are at Bug Squirt, i.e. Betelgeuse, and we have the Spathy homeworld. So, what do you mean, Blaze of Glory? What happened to the Shofixie or Shofixty? Betelgeuse? Yeah.
The Shofixty were half sterile, as you know, having been uplifted by the Hutt just a few decades before the start of the war. Given their habit of detonating those suicidal so-called glory devices in combat, it came as no particular surprise to me when, upon the arrival of the Ur-Quan primary task force at their homeworld, the Shofixty caused their sun to explode in a colossal supernova, destroying the entire planetary system, and not incidentally dozens of Ur-Quan dreadnoughts.
Just that snorting. Careful, if you say it a third time, you might summon a wisecracking dead guy. Yeah. Michael Keaton, right? I have not seen that movie in forever. Winona Ryder? I feel like she's ageless. I see her in Stranger Things, and she looks almost the same. Maybe it's makeup, but she ages very well. What about yourself, Weefo? Beetlejuice, aka Bug Squirt.
You mean me, personally? Well, nice of you to ask. I was born a poor green incrusting, the youngest child of a family of 18,487.
Hot crazy, hot crazy.
Had to work hard to support us.
Did she ever date Johnny Depp? I feel like she'd be the type of person that would date Johnny Depp.
I tried to help out to make ends meet. The female parent was kind and sweet to all of us. Why, she once even called me by name. She said,
Yeah, I think that was a thing.
what a treat, a golden memory. I swiftly matured into a fine example of my species with my parents' assistance. Achieved independence. Specifically, they pried me from the door jam and rolled me into the street. Thus prepared, I set out to make my fortune. I had great dreams in those days. Yes, great dreams. I knew that someday I would be vastly rich, wealthy enough to afford a
He sounds like the SNL skit, The Wild and Crazy Guys. The Wild and Crazy Guys.
Through which I could slide at any time I wished. Of course, one can never be too sure that there aren't monsters hiding just behind the next person.
She's Spock's mom as well in one of the Star Treks.
Climb at regular, easy-to-reach intervals. And being a spotty of the world, I would know that some monsters climb trees, though often not well, so I would have my servants place in each tree a basket of perfect stones. Not too heavy, not too light, just the right size for throwing at monsters. I was thinking about what color the stones would be painted. Aqua, mauve, or magenta, when a vegetable cart came careening down the street outside my house and knocked me unconscious. When I awoke, I was aboard the void ship Star Runner, headed for Earth. Apparently, I had been out of my head for quite some time after the accident, and with the assistance of some kind strangers, had been relieved of my funds and convinced to join the Navy, where I have been unpleasantly employed for the last 25 years.
I'm sure you'd feel a lot safer if you were with us. Come on, Weefo. Weefo, join our fleet.
Well, I really want to, but I am just not sure that under the present circumstances, joining you in your exciting and also dangerous space adventures would be the best course of action right now, because the Ur-Quan could return at any minute, and the punishment they would bestow on me for such treason would make any other horrible death seem like big fun by comparison. Thanks for the offer, though. Originally, we were stationed on Earth's moon, which made us spotty a bit uneasy, because with each passing day we grew more and more worried about the sneaky Earthlings making a surprise attack. Though the Illrat kept telling us that it was impossible, since the Earthlings had no ships or weapons whatsoever. That made us feel a bit better, but when the Illrat left, again we grew fearful, and decided to make a strategic redeployment to Mars. Later on, we decided it would be prudent to relocate to Jupiter's moon, Ganymede, then later Saturn's moon, Titan, and finally here to Pluto.
So eventually getting out. What happened to the Illrat station in this system?
Illrat contingent were supposed to be the toughest ridge crest, the most rigid flipper, yes, the backbone of the Earth Guard force. But they departed the system en masse not long after the last Ur-Quan dreadnought vanished from this region of space. They claimed to have received a direct order from their gods of evil and darkness, who had grown dissatisfied with the Iraq's passivity and wanted them to kill, or at least torture someone soon. Personally, I believe they just got bored and went up to have some fun.
When do you expect the Elrath to return?
Well, when they were pushing up into hyperspace 18 years ago, we asked them that very question, and I think they said something to the effect of, "Real soon."
It's a good impersonation. What's happening at the base on Luna then?
Decided that if the Earthlings figured out we had abandoned the base on Luna, they would be more likely to try something sneaky. So, we rigged up some old service androids and ordered them to drive around on the lunar surface in bulldozers, endlessly pushing around the same piles of dirt. In addition, we connected the base's local radio transmitter to an audio malnorme fun rum called Winky's Happy Night, hoping they would think we were still there.
What happened to the other Spathy ships?
Over the past years, it became necessary to redeploy strategically some of our Earth-Guard forces to our homeworld in case of a sudden surprise attack by a vicious, unrelenting alien race which we Spathy call the Ultimate Evil.
How many crew do you have on board?
Dozens, that is to say scores and perhaps even hundreds of my brethren stride through the corridors of this specially modified, super-efficient, mass destruction-oriented starship, which could lay siege to an entire planetary system should we choose to do so, which, fortunately for you, we have decided not to do today.
Hundreds, come on.
I am undone. You are far too clever for a poor Spathy like me, and now I must submit to your superior alien intellect. I guess I am not revealing any truly important secrets if I tell you that each of my species' lunar-class void ships typically holds 30 Spathy crewmen, though at present my vessel, the Star Runner, is not up to full complement due to the needs of my homeworld in their resistance against the Ultimate Evil. And in fact, my vessel is somewhat understaffed right now, seeing as how I am the only spotter on board, which is a bit frightening, as I am sure you can understand.
A bit understaffed? The galaxy teems with threatening monsters. Are you happy here, alone and vulnerable?
How true, Captain, how true! In truth, just between us, during the past 7 years, I have been quite ill at ease, and yet now I find myself enjoying your company. This witty dialogue, and the presence of your huge, powerful, death-dealing starship, which, being my friend, you would certainly feel compelled to use in order to save me from any hostile life forms who threatened me with death.
Who or what is this ultimate evil?
As yet, the ultimate evil remains largely unmanifest, and its powers and exact intentions are still a bit obscure, since it lurks just outside the range of even the most sensitive long-range detectors, which we feel gives conclusive evidence as to the ultimate evil's nefarious intent.
Why are you still here?
Since it was our most powerful and unforgiving masters, the Ur-Quan, who stationed us here, we knew it would be grossly stupid to disobey them completely, but we decided it would be okay to send just one ship home. We used one of our most ancient and solemn rituals, Poon Taffy, to pick the lucky ship. Then, some months later, we decided that it wouldn't really hurt if we sent one more ship home. And then later we sent another, and then another. Well, you get the idea. Alas, as fate would have it, when the final ritual was performed, I, Barroso, was left here alone. For as even the most immature in wrestling knows, there must always be one spotter who picks the short top runs.
I can see where this is going. Let's join up.
And jubilation! I discard all prejudice and hesitations and accept and celebrate your offer of protection and your undying commitment to my well-being. I must wax melancholy for just a moment, though, and make sure you understand that any other spaceships we meet at large in the galaxy are not going to be quite so responsive to your friendly gestures as myself, since they bear more heavily the yoke of Ur-Quan enslavement and are also apt to talk themselves out of allying with a totally unknown alien, which I, having been left here alone, cannot do. Welcome me aboard, Captain.
Hey, it's called strategic redeployment. Yeah, he went from there's hundreds on my ship to, oh, dozens to, oh, there's just me. We already did this, right? Yeah. Spathy Eluder's actually, yeah, I don't actually, fighting the Spathy ship is actually kind of difficult, right? Yeah, it's weird. But like fighting it in game, not fun. Yeah. How much money do I have? Where's my money at? Yeah, hold on. Let's just go back to base. Yeah, we would always do random ships when we'd fight. Because there are definitely some ships that are not very good. Use them as extra crew storage. Yeah, that's true. Woo! Running.
Hello, Captain.
400.
Time, Captain.
Fighting in general is rather more difficult in Ur-Quan Masters than I remember it being on a 486DX. Yeah. Yeah, I had a 386 SX at the time. I don't remember if that was a machine I played it on though, because my dad had a 486DX.
Blow up an Ur.
Oops. Yeah, 1100. Yeah, eventually I would love to get my hands on a copy of the 3DO version, but first I would need a 3DO. Yeah, honestly, I could just get a try out a 3DO emulator. Okay, I think we are done here. Now we have a million different places we can go to, but I usually explore the systems nearby. Let me turn around. Forgot. I usually explore some systems nearby, and then I'll usually go. Oh no! I thought I made it out. No. Thought I made it far enough. I might either go for the Spathy or the Pekunk. Alright, we're good to go. Do. Yeah, I don't know how you guys normally explore solar systems, but I usually start in a bit of I usually start from the center and I just work my way through the planets. I don't know if that's the most efficient way, but that's just always the way I've done it. Oh, too short. Now we can go. Yeah, try to go in order to keep track. Yeah. We're leaving Seoul. 1, 2, 3, 4 up there. Yeah. Yeah, the hyperspace music for the 3DO version is funky. Yeah, so I'll go to Sirius. Yeah, you use plus to zoom in. Yeah. Yellow planet should have good stuff on it, right? Oh, yes. Oh, but it's Tectonic 6. I don't remember how bad it is. Let me save and try. Yeah. Class 6. It's gonna be nasty. I'll just reload. Oh, yeah. Nope. Yeah, that wasn't gonna happen. Yeah, on top of being 1,000 degrees Celsius. Yeah, let's go back. We need upgrades. Class 2 max on weather, yeah. There we go. Oh, what do we got? We have Lyrae. These are all Lyrae, right? Yeah, I remember there is a rainbow world in Velpeculae, or maybe Draconis? Yeah. I figure I would just save scum. Yeah, I'll go over here. That way I can just hop down. Yeah, all the Centauris. Yeah, I think I usually go to the Centauris first. If there are no other hazards, Tech 4 to 5 can be dodgeable. Yeah. Wait, hold on. See something? Alpha Wolf. No, I usually go down here. Oh, Hefe, there are 10, so if you randomly name systems, you'll eventually hit one. Yeah, exactly. Process of elimination. Ba, 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 ba. Boom. Whoa. What do we got? Weather 3, Tech 5, -1, 30, something. So the color of the orbit also tells you the temps. Is that the very young orangutans? That part of that, right? Am I thinking of that right? Oh man. No, star color. Can I? I usually just go down and check. And if I can't, then I just reload. Praise Jeff. Hey, Nix, how are you? Nope. Cargo. Red. I mean, I have enough I have enough space. I can always ditch it later. How are you next? How's the move? Oh, shit. I was not looking. That's fine. That's fine. Still packing July 5th. Oh, it's coming up. Skills. That one's easy, but full of garbage. Yeah. Mad skills. Ah, nope. Shit. Overshot that. -6 tectonics. Or -6 tectonics. Only thing I had trouble recognizing was the difference between like red and orange. And I'm not colorblind. Iodine words are crap. But I'm here, right? How much space do I have? 856? All red? They're red? Okay. I could. Quantity is the quality of its own, yeah. Oop, forgot to select my destination. Every mineral counts. Alpha. Hey, it's the Melnorm. That's right, they're at every major star system. How much fuel for landing and taking off? Depends on the planet, right? I don't think it ever costs more than 1 fuel. Is this the 3DO version? This is the Ur-Quan Masters version, but with PC music. Yeah, Ur-Quan Masters. Yep. Probably stop using more than one, just one save spot, but whatever. We'll be fine. So look at the orbits. All the planets are hot. Oh, I see what you're saying. Oh, got you. I did not realize that. I would always just look at the color of the planet and be like, purple. Purple most of the time is good, sometimes bad. Yeah, 820 degrees. Okay. I didn't know that. Holy crap. So the orbits are different colors? The color of the, yeah, you said color of the orbit. For some reason I thought you meant planet. So I can't go to any of these places then, right? I guess I can at least talk to the Melnorm. Yeah. Man, I never noticed that. I never noticed that. 1500 degrees. Yeah, I can't go anywhere. So I should just skip this, right? Well, if you had enough landers and crew, you could try some kamikaze for some big payoff. Yeah, or I could save scum it, but no, we're not going to do that. Yeah, I always went for green and purple planets, and red planets. Green, purple, and red.
I am Trade Master Greenish, in command of the Melnorm starship.
But I guess the color of the orbit, Nix, from what Doc was telling me, if it's red, that means the temperature is so freaking hot that it's impossible.
Melnorm have just recently arrived in this region of space, we have long desired to make contact with your species and look forward to an extended, profitable relationship.
Yeah, for me, like the yellow and purple planets, like more often than not, had good materials on them. Dun, 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 dun. There's a really cool map PDF, but that's a lot of spoilers in it. Yeah. I expect the orbit is green for water is liquid, blue for it's frozen, and orange for water is gas. We come in peace, representing the Empire of Senior Hefe 1 and company.
Even before our first meeting, we knew of you, Captain. Though your struggle to free Earth shall be a long and difficult challenge, fraught with great danger and mystery, we have great confidence in you and your abilities.
Is the orbit color, was that mentioned in the manual? In the instruction manual? How did you know about us before meeting us?
We gather information from 1,000 secret sources in space and time. Our charge for revealing even one of these sources would be so high that your species would be in debt to us for centuries.
What can you tell us about yourselves?
Our origins and purposes are, frankly, mysterious, and due to several unavoidable factors, we are unable to discuss ourselves in any great detail.
Yeah, fun fact, I've never read the manual to this game. Maybe I should. What are these unavoidable factors?
First and foremost among these factors is our unwillingness to give away information about our history, psychology, and mental powers, our unique physiology, the exact locations of homeworlds, or our potentially ominous long-range plans. However, these important and relevant pieces of information are available for a nominal sum of credits.
Do you have any information which might be useful for us?
Absolutely. Our primary trade good is information. Why, right here on my display screen, I have something which I am certain would be of incalculable value to you. We can discuss the details of this very significant information later, when we have established normal trading procedures, at which time we shall also discuss the nature of our fees.
His voice volume is low? Really? Turn that up. Yeah, I turned the music down to 10. I turned the voices up to 20. Just to make sure the music wasn't overshadowing it. Fees, surely your culture is far beyond such pettiness as money?
You are, of course, correct. We long ago abandoned
How's that?
currency, and now only deal with commodities that have intrinsic value, such as valuable information.
The music was at 11 as it should be. Also, every star system color tells how hot it is. Yeah, so this is the star system color, right? So since we're at like Alpha Centauri, being white, it has the hottest temperature. And then what was the ROGBW one? What was that? Red, orange, green, blue, white? I believe? Yeah. Actually, was Alpha Centauri? Oh, that's planet color. I think Alpha Centauri was red, which is close to being really... Oh, wait, hold on. Alpha's a red giant. So am I mixing the two? The other star. Okay. Star. And that's planet. Planet? So giants will be hotter no matter what. But our cause is just. Isn't altruism the highest pinnacle of morality?
No, it is not. In fact, in our culture, giving, with no fair exchange of goods or services, is considered vulgar and inappropriate.
A white giant will be the hottest.
Do not mention this subject again.
Not common, though. And what about they might be giants? Shall we begin trading now?
Yes, let us get down to business. Since this is your first time trading with us, let me explain how our system works. We are interested in purchasing certain items, specifically biological data on alien life forms, and the coordinates of certain strange worlds whose radiant energies defy all scanners, producing a rainbow-like image. In exchange, we have many interesting and valuable commodities, such as fuel, compatible with your starship's hyperdrive thrusters, technological specifications, allowing you to build new devices for your ship, and many important secrets which may help you in your travels. To facilitate trade, we translate all your sales into interstar credits, with which you may make purchases. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask. Now, what can we do for you today?
Planet color isn't that helpful for mineral yield. Red can be either rubbish or a rich ruby world. Yeah, I never had a very good strategy for what solar systems to go to or what planets to go to. I always just went randomly, and I would search all the planets. The orbit colors tells you a lot, if it could be inhabitable. Except for rainbow planets, LGBTQ plus allies. Well, those are just queer. Guys, if you have not been to a Pride festival, I went 2 weekends ago with my roommate who's gay, and it was me, my wife, and my roommate, and we had a great time. It was so much fun. Why did your bridge turn purple? We can't afford it.
That's a good question, with a very interesting answer. The fee for this information is 12 million credits.
Helmsman, set it to random and engage. I mean, you see how I play, Doc. Remember how I got through the forest in Monkey Island? I just brute forced my way through it accidentally. Hooty hoo! Hey, Base, how are you? Yeah, random pointing and clicking is just what I do. There's no strategy here. I have some items I would like to sell.
We appreciate your intentions, but you have nothing we wish to buy.
Right, we don't have any bio, and we don't have any Rainbow Planet information. Heffy fighting Great Value Kirby. The Walmart brand Kirby.
You need to earn credits.
Bio data. Yeah, okay.
It has.
Well, we've met them. Now we know where they're at. They're at a bunch of places, but I'll go and jot down that they're at Alpha Centauri. I think they're at any like big solar systems. How is this game? I heard it mentioned from time to time. It is fantastic, Base. Can definitely be a little overwhelming at first, but yeah, it's my favorite game of all time. You said outer planets, right, Doc? Let's see what the temperature of the outer planets are. Oof. This game is a classic. Yeah. $159 that's not bad. So we can just start at the edge and work our way in. And if the temperature gets above a crazy amount, we're good. And that's blue, right? That's garbage. Yeah, those are only worth 1. Yeah, let's see if there's anything we can get here. Yeah, base. I managed to get Camilio to play it, and also Nixed. Hey, it's Ruby World. 433 degrees. Let's save and give it a try. Purple's good. Probably gonna get blown up. Oh. Ah. Oh. 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 I think that was worth it. 5 crew. That only cost me 15. I don't know how much I picked up. I mean, that was a good amount. Can I get both of those? Can I get both of those? Let's try it. I mean, if I can even pick up this one. So this cost me 1.2 fuel. So you're kind of a local pusher when it comes to this game. Yeah, I'm a distributor. But the nice thing is this game is free. I don't know if I can get them both. Ooh. Ah. Going for it. Going for it. Oh no. I lost 4 crew. I lost $12. I'm fine with that. Fair trade. We probably can't go any further in. We need upgrades to be able to survive on these planets. That one's a big old planet. Let me just double check, and then we'll bounce up out of here. This is probably not going to be good. Uh, 626 degrees. Yeah, nope, we're not. We're getting out of here. All right, let's go somewhere else. Yeah, that was Alpha Centauri. Oh, I actually gotta make sure I know how much fuel it takes me to get back here, too. I mean, the Melnor will pick you up if you run out of fuel, but, yeah, so it's about 5 to 10. I just gotta leave enough for the return trip. Yeah. Yeah, because the Pakunk are in what? The Giklus? Giklus? Yeah, over here. Yeah, okay. That didn't work. Not enough fuel. Yeah. I'm not gonna try to make it. Not on this run. Yeah, because that'll give us the first part that we need for the final item. They'll give us a spindle. Then we need 3 other parts. I see some orange in there, so I think I'm gonna go for that. Yeah, there's some orange in there. Ah! We'll pick it up since we're here, and we can dump it if we see something better. Ah, that was orange. Damn it. Oh well. That was it for this. Go here. Doc, have you gotten a chance to play Star Control Origins? You have? What did you think? I should probably go back and play Star Control 1. But I think it's just like a tactical battle game, right? No real storyline. Oh, I see. So the orbit color, right? So that's like gray and then blue. So gray would be what? Really good effort, but it was too samey. I mean, it was a no-win. Yeah, wasn't bad. Wasn't great. I don't regret buying it. Negative 132 degrees. Or it is definitely mediocre. Well, I mean, compared to Star Control 2, anything's going to be mediocre. But I don't regret buying it. I enjoyed playing it. We got Bio. Let's save. But was it worse than Star Control 3? That's the real question. No regrets. Oop. Oop. Can I get this last one without losing a crew member? Damn it. Oh yeah, I forgot you could destroy minerals. Oh, I need some upgrades. So bad. So bad. Let's go ahead and just mop up since we're here. Ugh. I think my main complaint is I didn't enjoy talking to almost any of the aliens. Star Control 2 was funny, so we'll make jokes all the time to the point they aren't funny anymore. Yeah. The first race, I mean, like, it's been... I played it when it first came out, but I don't remember too much. But the first race was, they were okay. Yeah. They were probably the most memorable of them. No regrets, I also pussed out early and popped in a couple of mods like Infinite Fuel. What? That's okay. I saved it, right? Yeah, I did. Alright, so... blue is mostly okay. On temperature, at least. Is that even worth it? Is that even worth it? How much does it cost to dispatch? Half a fuel? So it's like 1.5? Fuck it. $9? Yeah, that was worth it. That was almost 200. The Taiwan were incredibly cringe, but that was a 0.6 success there, I guess. Really? Yeah, I like the Taiwan. I could tell it was made by someone who loved the game and was really trying to bring back the feeling, but also making it updated. Yeah. Yeah, when you get someone who's a big fan of a franchise remaking or mastering or providing a sequel, sometimes it ends badly. Like, case in point, there was this... I don't know if you guys remember the Street Fighter movie in the 90s. Raul Julia, Jean-Claude Van Damme. Terrible, right? Awful. Super, super bad. Just a very, very bad movie. And I was a huge fan of Street Fighter back in the 90s. And people complained that, the people that made the movie weren't fans, didn't know anything about the lore, whatever, which is entirely true. But I think it was either GoFundMe or some indie director that was a big fan of Street Fighter, finally made a Street Fighter movie. I watched the trailer and I was like, damn, this looks freaking cool. So, you know, I got on Amazon and I rented it and I watched it, and it was like a two hour and 15-minute movie, and it was terrible. It was freaking awful. The trailer was very misleading for a Street Fighter movie, and I've said this like a million times. If you're making a movie based on a fighting game, you need to have fights in them. Lots of them. And this Street Fighter movie had 1, maybe 2 fights in a 2-hour time span. It was awful. I freaking hated it. I was tricked. Letus was a great villain quote. Yeah, for me it was Tuesday. Yeah, sad to think that was Raul Julia's last movie before he passed away. But I don't know. It still has a cultish type following. It's super cheesy. I saw it in the theaters. Let's save it. For me, it was Tuesday. Ming Na Wen. Yeah, she was Chun-Li. She's also the voice of Mulan. Class 3, Class 1. I'll take green. 0.2 fuel. Yeah, I'm guessing the fuel use depends on the atmosphere. I don't know how exactly it's calculated. Ow, that was not cool. Ow, 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 damn. Is that the type of blue I want? I think that's the type of blue I want. Krypton? It looked like that. Oh, I think it was that. Okay, cool. Nice touch, didn't even think of that, yeah. Fuel use depends on gravity. Oh yeah, gravity. Yeah, that probably makes more sense. Makes no sense. Your ship should act like a Faraday cage. Stop sticking your hands outside. Right. The wind resistance is using up our fuel. Alright, that was planet 1. There's planet 2 over there. Dude, this orbit color thing is like blowing my mind. How did I never notice this? Do I want this? No, not really. It can be... Well, how much does it take to dispatch? Let's see, what's the gravity? 0.17? So 0.3. Let's grab a set. At least in the beginning, we just need money. We need a full cargo hold. How much do we pick up? How much can we pick up each time? We can always dump. Oh shit. Yeah, the thing that sucked about that Street Fighter movie too is like, I don't even think we saw an actual like special move. You know, unless you call that flash kick a special move. Like no like special effects or anything. I don't remember if the original DOS version even had different orbit colors. Really? Yeah, I've never noticed. Never noticed. This will be our last trip, so let's fill this up. I hope you're planning to get 12 million credits in this playthrough. Why? So I can find out why the Melnorm starship turns purple. So we can finally get to the secret of Melnorm Island, yes. a Vinilogis world. Yeah, it's better not to know. Preserves the mystery. It's a reaction to the carbon dioxide and methane from farts. I think it's just a calming color. Class 8 tectonic. Whew. Not for gray materials. And that one's blue. I didn't bother to check the temperature. So this has a blue orbit. So let's see. Negative 165 degrees. Oop, no. There. Nothing really good here. No. We're over halfway through our cargo. Alright, let's get out of here and go to another area. We went there, right? These are tiny, but let's go to them. I think he sings a Meltorm song. Or a Melnorm? Meltorm? I keep hitting the wrong button. There we go. This probably only has one planet. No, actually it's not too bad. So we got blue on the outside, light blue on the inside. Melvin, is that Torme? Oh my god, I missed it. Nicknamed the Velvet Fog, was an American musician, singer, composer, arranger, drummer, actor. Jesus. Born in 1925. You know, I always think I'm old, and then you guys make me feel young again. Problem is I work with like a bunch of like 20 and 30-year-olds. We can go out of order. Let's get this one. Ooh. Gravity is 0.75, so that should be, yeah, fuel use 1.5. Oh, we're gonna load up here. Shouldn't have to worry about the temperature that much. Some earthquakes. Yeah, we'll make this our stopping point. Yeah, I was hoping we would get to the Pakunk at least, but I'd forgotten like how much dialogue there is in the beginning. Oh, ow. Even though we're almost at capacity, screw it. Radioactive worlds are always good? Yeah. And let's do this final moon. That looks not pleasant. Acid world? Yeah. Well, no, it's actually not bad. But it's filled with trash. So you notice the bright orange of that planet? Oh yeah, I did. Well, I do now. So bright orange is good. Let's go to the purple planet and then we'll park it right there. Nope. I messed up. That's what happens when I have no turning jets, but all the thrusters in the world. There we go. Generally, yeah, it tends to be radioactive and have good stuff. Okay. Nothing here. Yeah. So I'm guessing if the atmosphere is a vacuum, there's going to be no biological life. Alright, it is 7 o'clock, so we're going to go and stop it here. What's our manifest like? 357? Okay, we saw maybe like 1 or 2, well, depending on this star system, right? Because there's a couple more planets to get to. We might actually fill up here. But we're going to go and stop now, guys. Alright. Thank you guys for hanging out. I hope you enjoy this game as much as I do. Though you guys apparently know more than I do. I thought I knew things. But yeah, I'm getting back into the swing of it. Thank you guys for the help. We'll be back on next Tuesday at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Let's find someone to raid. Good stuff. Yeah, I'm glad you guys enjoyed the game too when you guys streamed it. Nix, Camelio. Have a good evening. Take care, guys. Camelio's on. Let's go ahead and raid Camelio. Thanks for the stream. Thanks for hanging out, Lucidius. I'll catch you guys next time.